to a land far, far away. Well, not literally, of course. I've got the quest that we picked up in Skellige off one of those small isles that's led us up north, just south of Novigrad.
Me lovers to work!
Don't mind me, I've just got to make quick work of these lots. Oh my god! Devastating! Oh, there's two. Oh shit. Care to try again? Oh my god, I just decapitated him by complete accident. Oh, what the fuck, he actually got hitting on me. I want to heal myself back up from that.
Yeah.
Try again. Won't be hitting anybody with that arm again, you son of a bitch. Oh god, we absolutely wrecked those bandits on horseback there, that was good. That was really good. Not really come across much bandits in a while, since obviously Skellige's not really bandit heavy. I know Pharaoh was towards the end, but just in general there's a lot less bandits than, especially Velen. Right, we're close to... Oh.
Go.
Got to loot this one up here. Can't let that go to waste. Sheath the sword. Now we're just heading towards a Catskill upgrade, one of the last ones located in Velen. There's a few areas around here we need to look at, and once we've done that we're just going to head up to the quest to have a look for this missing ship. See, we're not all that far away. Let's head towards the woods.
Hey ya!
Right in the thick of it here, and I can hear a few things around me. I'll show you where I'm at on the map. So I'm here to get this Catskill upgrade, and we've got these two things here, and there is the quest that I'm going for from a land far, far away. There's actually more in Velen than I thought. There's the Lord of the Wood at the Cunny of the Goose, which I'm fairly certain sends me over here near the logger's hut. And then I've of course got the Oxenfurt Drunk. I know I already mentioned about Kurt Desart's quest, door slamming shut. So we'll see, it depends how much this length takes. I don't think this from a land far, far away is that long, so if it's not, I might be able to squeeze in Lord of the Wood as well. Monster Den, what we got? Is that Neckers? Yeah, it is.
Time to end this.
There'll be something more than this though. Level 18 Neckers are going to be guarding a level 34 area. Oh, 24 area, sorry, should I say. Probably want Dancing Star ready for this. Oh, I know what to do. Oh my god, that was really good. Whoa, baby! Whoa! Oh my, that was absolutely devastating. So, Neckers are no longer going to be a problem for me with this spec. Just whirl and it destroys them all. A cave troll? Sounds something similar to a troll. I can switch you back to the Hornwall Horn, goddammit. Yeah, that's true. I'll take a potion for this, because I don't think I'll be fighting as well with the torch out at the ready. What are we doing? Cat. Cat. Okay. Full moon. Chip hopper. Golden orb. Oh, that should do. Yeah, there he is. Thought it was a cave troll. A rabid one at that. Not the only thing that's in here. Thought I saw something behind my back. Can't hit me with that in the way, buddy.
Come closer.
Forgot about my oil actually, but not to worry. I should be able to handle it. No, you don't. Ooh, nice. We got a liver. Very good. It's a good throw. Something else in here. Excuse me. No, you don't. Coming out of this, there's something else in here. Look. Oh, that's above me. And that sounds. That could be an Arrakis. That sounded quite big. This one went to a Dimeridium. This must be it. Emerald dust, dark steel plate, and dwarven blade. Assassin's trousers. Huh. Oh, that ain't no cat school upgrade. Ah. Sneaky, sneaky. Open sesame. That looks more like it. Yes. Feline Silver Sword Superior. Which leaves just the steel sword left. And that is quite a distance north of us, isn't it? Not something we'll be getting anytime soon. Although, thinking of things, I'll put my next ability point in as soon as I can when I get out of here. I leveled up at the end of the last episode. Didn't even realise. So I'm doing the cat and the wolf play. That quest choice is still... Oh my god, stop kicking the heads around, Geralt. Chill. Absolute psychopath. Reveling in the glory of death. Well, I suppose when it's Neckers, that's a good thing, because Neckers are so annoying to fight. Okay, Maribor is what... No, sorry, Maribor Forest, what am I talking about? Similar colour, that's what I'm going with. Could do with a bender shortly as well. Right, I'll swap out a grape shot and a northern... No, I'll put in northern wind actually. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Say, as soon as I get back to Novigrad, I'll start socketing up everything best as possible. I want to upgrade this bear school gear. Right, so we want to put in... So like I say, we're going to alchemy now, and with that level we can put our heightened tolerance in 5 out of 5, and now we get a choice of where to go to. So we want to get synergy and then hunter instinct. And killing spree, saying that. But I think it's, like I said, poison blades is going to be my next one. This protective coating is quite good as well. Not interested in bomb upgrades, just not my style, really. I don't heavily use bombs. It would come in handy, no doubt, but not really my... So I start upgrading this, and by the time I get 5 out of 5, that will be... Yeah, once that's 5 out of 5, I can slot that in there. Then after that, we start getting into the deeper part of the alchemy tree. I'll probably get rid of, well, maybe the odd thing here and there, like the exploding shield. I obviously want the active shield, because that's my alternate cast. It's essential. Now then, it is a secondary quest we are heading for right now, and it is that from a land far, far away. So on a small isle in Skellige, Geralt found a diary written by refugees from a far-off land. Their ship had wrecked and the fate of its passengers was unknown. Geralt hoped at least some had survived and would one day have the chance to return this diary to them. We may get that opportunity now. But first, we have to clear out the Endrega / Arachas / whatever the hell it was that was above this cave. Okay, yeah. Plenty of insectoids. Just stuck some oil on there and then really, shouldn't I? See, plenty of work still doing, Velen. In this ugly piece. Whoa! You scared the living daylights out of me. Oh, like you get the full flurry of my powerful attack. Powder monster tissue, greater churn of ogre and stone monster hide, very nice. What's over here, or is it to my left? No, it's another monster nest to my left, okay. See, look, there is still like a dot here, as if there is something underneath me. That was inside the cave, it's just toying with me now. Any warriors this time? Oh yeah. Get rid of the workers, well look at you. Let's try out Northern Wind on Endrega the next chance I get. One might pop out of this actually. I want to see if it actually freezes them. Don't think I've ever tried Northern Wind on one of them.
Gotta blow this up if I want to get rid of the Endrigas.
Yes, 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 I intend to, Geralt. Fucking... Ah! Falling for that shit again, and there's no bloody one there ready to jump on me. Oh, Greater Glyph of Quen. Churn of Ogre Stone, Greater Glyph of Quen. That's essentially like the two best rune stones for weapon and armour there, really. Not half bad, if I do say so myself. Let's put my swords away when I'm approaching this little village. How goes it, people of Erston? Actually, just like the whole pyre. Just intrigued about that then. Just for why. Sharpen my blades. Doesn't look like I even need to go on Roach to get down to here. So what we're doing? Oh yeah, uncovering what became of the second ship. Should probably take this boat then. God damn it, Geralt. I heard something underneath me. More than one. Hey, in front of us. It's got to be this. It's got to be. Oh no, it could be that one up there. Really like leaving my boat here when I'm jumping in. You, that's for certain. And there was another one always coming after me. And anymore is not. He's gonna do a sneak attack on these drowners. Oh, I heard another one. Cheap shot. Not having that.
on!
Careful. Come on. Where you going? Not even noticed me, have you? But you notice now. See, I've been here before because I've collected what was here. Yeah. Hang on. Have I?
Wind's howling.
Collect the goods from the same crate as usual, get the drop-off time. Yeah, we've done that. Is the game playing tricks on me? Sidarian cavalry armor. I'm just going to double check with all these. It looks like I think I have looted them, it's just giving me some more stuff. I could be wrong, right? It's such a long time ago, it's hard to remember. Right, that's been looted, I just can't, unless I just can't get looted for some reason. That letter's like in limbo, but I've definitely read that one before, which means it has to be, so it's either this ship here, or we came onto this little island. I think it's that one. Maybe not. I must admit I'm a little bit stumped. Nah, it has to be this ship. It has to be. I've been around the whole bay. I had to use cat to have a look under the water and I couldn't even see anything else. But it has to be this. It's the only one that makes sense. It is. It is this one.
Same crest as on the sunken ship.
God damn, that was difficult to find. I made that a lot harder work for myself than it should have been. Oh, we got tracks.
Tracks are old and faded. A woman and child dragging their feet.
It's heading up, but at least we've got survivors, which is a good thing. What's over that way? Let's hope they haven't got cornered by any monsters or anything. Oh, outpost. What? Hey, lady. Right, she's gone. I'll test her in a second. I want to see what's in here. Saw something looting wise. Talk to the foreign woman. Yeah, well, I don't think she really wants to talk to me. She probably hurled what was abuse at me and ran away. Tell me she just like, she's at this outpost just looking out to sea. Yeah. Lady, where'd you go? Seemingly that leads round in a loop. Oh, it does dip down. Yeah, okay. Cave, perhaps? Has to be. Not gonna be this must be their boat. Ah, yes, we do have a cave here. Chill! I mean no harm.
Calm down. I want to talk.
Rorien kesu iyi. Hepafi.
Sorry, can't understand a thing. Want me to take you away? Is that it?
Help he fi aliem.
Sorry, but I don't know what you need.
Here's the captain's diary. Recognise this letter. Start with the diary.
Your language reminds me of the language I saw in documents from a ship. Recognize this. Understand?
Wethon ki dodoit ifi ilon.
Okay.
Take a look at this. Recognize it?
Why fin?
Keep it. Not like I have any use for it.
Irwefin dodo ifin kiast.
Nididik in again.
What are you doing here?
Woman is criminal. Took child, not hers. No believe her. Criminal. Must to die. I take plate in home.
Huh? She doesn't seem like she's hurt anybody. I'm confused.
What did the woman do? Why do you want to take the child?
Matter for king. Dergelek. You not know.
Don't work like that. They're yours. I'm not just gonna give them away. That's a bit... This is gonna lead to something bad, isn't it?
You can't hurt the woman, or take the child. I won't let you.
Felly, Gadael ido fault.
Guess that means some form of idiot. Right, let's take you away from women and children, for starters. No. Okay, that was easy.
Beelich ifichi.
This from me?
Fiendik effi. Delik chi.
Whatever.
Thanks.
Delik ido.
Good luck.
Whatever that was about. Please tell me you heard that. Whoa! What the hell is that for? What the hell is that? That sounds some... Oh, is it like a basilisk? That quest confused the hell out of me. I really don't know what was going on, but... Whatever, there's something flying above me. A noon wraith. What the hell is a noon wraith doing here? I think it's wanting me to follow her. Chill, chill, chill. Come on.
You're gonna make me wait.
Nearly got her with a whirl. Got her with that though. Where was she from? I came up with guarded treasure, but again I've already looted it. Oh, maybe I haven't looted it. I'm glad you brought me back here, Miss Noonwraith. I'd have missed that otherwise. Alright, yeah, that quest was a bit bizarre, that. We remember reading the letter over, let's say, in that Skelliger Isle where we picked it up, and I mean, clearly that child was happy to be with that woman. He wasn't trying to get away or anything, and that guy just wanted to kill them or take them back for them to be killed, and we couldn't have that, no matter if we could understand them or not. But I did remember I made a promise to read a couple of books in the last episode, so we shall be doing that any second. Let's just have a look. I'm getting nearly full up actually saying things. Lord of the Wood. So I'll probably try and do that next, perhaps. We'll see. I'd like to go back into Novigrad though, maybe get that one done. But this makes more sense to get it done first. Yeah, we'll head there as soon as we've done this. Right, let's have a look. Our reading material. So the first book, The Wild Hunt. A frail ribbon flickers across the sky, the rider's spectral silhouettes barely discernible within it. Then the cavalcade contorts closer and closer, revealing more and more of their ghastly form. Now the buffalo horns atop their helms penetrate one's view, now the crest betwixt them, and now the skull-like face exposed beneath their visors. The riders sit astride skeletal mounts, bits of barding stuck to their sides like boils. A furious gale howls through the willows. Their blades now glisten like unfailing stars in the black sky. The wind howls louder and louder. No, that is no wind. That is ghoul song. Suddenly the nightmarish cavalcade twists once more, the hooves of its ghostly mounts churning the light of will-o'-the-wisps hanging above the bog. At the head of the cavalcade rides the king of the Wild Hunt. A rust-eaten bassinet sways above the skull-like mask. Gaping eye sockets burn with a pale blue fire. Around him whirls a tattered cloak. A necklace rattles atop his rust-covered breastplate, holes empty as the abyss stares out from it. Once they were filled with precious stones, but these fell out during his race across the skies and became stars. The king of the hunt laughs, his teeth rotten as the grave, snapping above the rusted collar of his breastplate. The blue flames in the eye sockets of his skeletal mask roar. It's obviously an account of someone who's laid eyed of the Wild Hunt before, and lived to tell the tale. Now then, what is up next? So we've got the White Frost. One can hear Ithleen's prophecy whispered at every market, garbled and reused by every village witch, delved into any treatise touching on sooths and diviners, and in general saturating our common culture. We all know that the time of the Wolf's Blizzard approaches, the time of the White Frost, and that the world will perish amidst ice. But few truly understand the meaning of these words. The self-proclaimed prophets who shout out Ithleen's words mistake stars reflected in a still pond for the sky. For the White Frost is no legend or mythical apocalypse. It is a natural phenomenon that can be described in the dry yet precise language of scholarship. The renowned scholar of Thorne's studies have clearly shown that our world is not the centre of the universe, but one of 1,000 such globes spinning in the endless darkness of space. This space is usually described as a vacuum, yet to do so is grossly misleading, for through this vacuum swims invisible to the naked eye the White Frost. We do not know exactly what the White Frost is, perhaps a microscopic dust that blocks the incoming light of the sun, perhaps infinitesimal particles of the sort postulated by Democritus of Barnard, with the unusual property of sucking up warmth as a sponge does water. We know for a certainty, however, that, thanks to the telescopic observations of elven astronomers, the White Frost, whatever it is, has already destroyed a great many worlds. The star systems in which it appears perilous perish into lifeless hunks of ice over the course of a few decades. Furthermore, each scholar is agreed that the White Frost will one day come to our world. Iflin's prophecy, though based on magic intuition and not scientific observation, thus appears to foretell the truth. Many mages are sceptical about these presented here. I recommend they carry out the same experiment I have conducted in my own laboratory. Using the Spell Portus Asterum, open a microscopic portal for 3.5 seconds to the coordinates 3, 31, 48, 90, 89, 27, 9, 34. Yet before you do, dress in your warmest furs and ready an axe for breaking through thick ice. Okay, next up we have travel between worlds. Running through many folk tales is a common motive of travel between worlds. By way of example, think of Orpheus, who ventured into the Netherrealms to save his beloved Theodore, who, fleeing a hurricane, found himself in the drab and monotonous world of Zor, or Escilla, who tumbled down a ferret hole into a land that had never heard of wonder. Also, like this ilk, are many rural legends about people captured by the Wild Hunt, only to return to their homelands after years of riding the sky with the spectral cavalcade. Academia has, for the most part, dismissed these tales as mere epiphenomena of human irrationality. I, on the other hand, always operate on the assumption that a grain of truth lies in every tale, and so have decided to make it my goal to find it. After years of research, I have ascertained with great certainty that travel between worlds was once indeed possible, though only to a select few. The key to the so-called Elder Blood, or rather, to use the scholarly term, the gene of Lara Donnan, the powerful elven sorceress. By comparing her genealogical tables against all known folks' tales, I have been able to determine that she and her descendants were the archetype of the world's travelling heroes of many legends. The bearers of Lara's gene possessed an extraordinary talent which allowed them to move through time and space and to reach realms beyond the borders of the known world. The overwhelming majority of them, however, did not know how to control this. It would only manifest itself in extreme situations, pushed out by sudden bursts of emotion, or when the bearer's life was at risk. This is how the above-mentioned Orpheus, in shock after the death of his wife, could in fact journey to another world, which he foolishly mistook for the afterlife. The hurricane provided the pressure needed for Theodore, terrorised at home by his zany Uncle N, to unleash his talent and teleport to a world free from madcap antics. And if we read between the lines, we clearly see Isilia was a prostitute and a fisstech addict. The ferret hole represents how, when she had reached rock bottom, she whisked herself away to another universe to get sober. Unfortunately for any future Asiliuses, the sad conclusion of my research is this: Lara Donnan's line has been irrevocably cut off. The last bearer of her gene, Cyrilla Fionan Ellen Rhiannon, heiress to the throne of Sintra, died childless many years ago. We will see about that. And I think, are we done? We had an N, yes, the N shade and the NL. This is all about the elves. Sad as it may be, to many in our time, the word elf is a synonym for pauper, bandit or layabout. She-elf is used by many to denote a prostitute or woman of loose morals. The adjective elven, in turn, describes damaged, needlessly complicated or useless goods. Statistics for their part show that 1 in 3 elves living in Redania has spent time in prison, and for 1.5 of them have been fined at least once. The average lifespan of elves, though still thrice that of humans, grows shorter each year. Given the above, it is easy to forget that elves, or Ainshade as they fashion themselves, were once a proud race that ruled the lands stretching from the banks of the Great Sea in the west to the Blue Mountains in the east, and from the Dragon Mountains in the north to the Mahakam Range in the south. The ruins of their cities scattered throughout the known world bear witness to their former might. Many of the most outstanding mages, artists and poets of recorded history have been of this race, and we have elves to thank for dozens of ingenious items we rely on each day, from screw pumps to cosmetics. Those elves who dwell amongst men have largely forgotten their history and culture, the sole sliver of elven identity left in them being a burning hatred for humans, whom they refer to as Dwan. The elves of Dol Blathanna, that puppet vassal of Nilfgaard, and the wild highlands of the Blue Mountains have retained much of the old knowledge and culture, though they too are condemned to perish. The death sentence was hanged to them by biology, for men, though short-lived, are several times more fertile than elves. Thus, when the Ainshades' numbers continue to dwindle, ours grow at an alarming and ever-increasing rate. Some elves believe that the tide of events can be turned, that they can put a stop to human expansion, and ultimately to their oppression by men. They look to their mythical cousins for salvation, to the NL and Alder folk. The NL are said to dwell in another world, or possibly another plane to which they travelled during the mythic age of migration, and from which they at times journey to visit our world. Legend claims a gate between worlds could be opened, allowing the NL to ride to their downtrodden brethren's rescue. These are, however, mere fables, naive fairy tales this race condemned to extinction uses to provide itself small comfort in these, their last sad moments. Oh, that was quite a lot of lore we went through then, wasn't it? So we read about travelling between worlds, the elves, the line of Laradonan, which Ciri is a part of, so people believe Ciri is to be dead. Not likely if we have any say in that. But it's a fascinating look to see how much of some of the books that you can pick up in this world just give you indications and just a backstory to the world that we're living in at the moment. Speaking of elves, we're at one of their hideouts, aren't we, up here? This is where we won the Yorveth Gwent card. But we read quite a bit then. I'm going to head to this Contract Lord of the Wood next, and then it'll be back into Novigrad. So there is one quest that I know of that I haven't done yet in there, and then obviously we've got Kurt Desart's contract as well. And then I think we're set to go down to Crowsperch. Where you at, huh? Where you at? I should just be up here at the Cunny of the Goose. So I talked to Breen Hotch. I remember this guy.
Slow now. Whoa.
Is it a dwarf? Could be wrong. I'm left for the best place there. God damn it, girl. Moves out of the way when I'm giving round. Aye, halfling, not dwarf. Shut up.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Saw the notice. Let's say I'm interested.
That's good. Grand even. Name's Breen Hotch. I posted that slip.
Gonna need details.
Course. Well, through a series of regrettable events, I came to own a spread of forest ripe for logging, near Novigrad. At a distance from any roads, but quite near the port. Easy gold, right? Just hire some lumberjacks and count the coin.
Meant details about the monster, not your business.
Oh, it's all linked, see? I took on some dwarven loggers, but they came to me, claiming the forest haunted. Thought them lazy, nothing more. Then one day, they went in the wood, and only one returned. Said some forest devil had attacked them.
Let's talk about my pay, because the current offer's just not enough.
Don't know if we can get this halfling to pay anymore, so we're starting off at 260. Right, let's start 315.
You're not cheap, but I can see you've tried to be reasonable. We might still agree a price.
That's not that bad as the last few times we've been haggling.
You're not...
Come on, 300, you got to agree to that.
You're not
Right,
cheap.
now he's taking the mick.
Very well. Let us say that's a price I'll pay willingly.
So, 20 crowns more. Cool, that was worth the hassle.
I'll take the job. This logger, where'll I find him?
Around. Last I saw him, he was drinking away his pay. Said he had to honour his dead comrades.
Around, that's what you're gonna tell me. Right, find the woodcutter's hut. No, so talk to witnesses. Alright. Aha. See, I knew a dwarf was involved somewhere, you see.
Welcome, traveller. Drink with me, you cocksucker. Fucking knock back a few so's my mates will race peaceful. Something ploughed them up good, but I don't know what it was. Don't know who or what to curse.
Talked to one Breen Hotch. Told me all about your comrade's death.
Knob liquor. We tried to explain some horror was prowling the forest. He refused to believe it.
He's hired me. Wants me to find the beast that attacked you and your friends.
Is that so? Well, I take back what I said. Good man, Breen, though a halfling.
Tell me about the attack. What do you remember?
We were making our way out of the forest, loaded with wood like pack horses. All of a sudden we heard a bloody howl, like a wolf's. Pack leaders. We legged it, but then the cartwheel got stuck. Magnus Rector hollered I should run to the hut for the crossbows, so I ran. Come back to the woods. Bloody ploughing massacre. Couldn't tell me mates apart.
Thanks. Really helpful, that.
Kill the bugger. Will you?
I intend to. Well, I thought it might have been a lesson, but since he's just literally said howling, I'm more inclined to say a werewolf. I mean, what else could it be? Prowling in the woods. I think werewolf's my number one choice at the moment, but it's a fair distance away. Let's have a quick look. I think it's where, yeah, it is. I know where it is, yeah. A logger's hut. Let's go have a look.
That's it, Roach.
I remember this little area. Not a good sign.
Do you think I fear death?
What's up, Skytail? Do you wanna give me a hand? Oh, yeah.
Enshi! Hit from both sides!
Shoot it! Shoot her!
Come on.
Yes, you gave me a hand. I'm surprised.
I'd not overstay my welcome if I were you.
Oh, there we go. Usual Skytail hospitality. Just waiting for it. I was gonna say, normally costs an arm and a leg to get a Skytail to help me like that. There's no way to do it for free, not with an added little insult at the end. I don't think steel is going to be acceptable here. Now, if it's a werewolf, I don't expect it to be here because it's, well, midday. Still not convinced. It could still be a lesson, so they do howl.
Logger's hut. Need to find the spot where they died. Deep ruts. Logger's wagon must have stopped here. Then they went down this road, probably towards their clearing.
Okay, so something that way. Anything around in any of these huts? So we can hear something up there. Absolutely nothing. Guess we're following the tracks. Now I know this is knackered. I've ran into these before. And I remember they tried to jump me whilst I was on Roach. If I didn't say I'd be back, well, I'll be back, and I'm here. Fucking noise that they make, like, shut up. fire. I know they're going to attack me any second, so... heal. Right, come on.
Not bad.
How dare you counter my counter, little prick. Right. Don't.
There was a fight here. 2 dwarves and something big. There was a fight here. 2 dwarves and something big. A dwarf went this way.
I'll back foot this.
Come on, come closer.
Such a warrior. I've gone after it instantly if I knew it was that. What's along the road? There's another neck up here on the road. I cannot have you attacking any nearby travellers. Like a warrior's making me have a drink. How dare it? Oh, body.
Roots pinned this one to the ground, so hard he suffocated.
Okay, now I think it's a lesson. Because of that move that they do. Has to be. Has to be a lesson. Let's say with the howling, I was inclined to say werewolf, but with that and vines, we know what attacks they do, so I'm fairly certain it's a lesson now. What are we trying to investigate? Oh, another one. I didn't see you. Oh, jeez.
Wounded dwarf tried to flee, bleeding heavily. Deep wound on his back. Bled to death.
Not a nice way to go. I should go and ask the Scoia'tael if they know anything about it. The camp's only just up there. Ah. It's a lesson. It's a lesson.
Clawed the rock. Must have been angry and strong. Everything says Leshen. A young one. Must have arrived here recently. Need to find its totem. Crows serve Leshens. Should find some near the totem.
Colonel. At least we've determined what we're up against.
Not a Leshen's birds. False trail.
Bloody thing. Now let's read our bestiary. Kernan, Novigrad, the greatest metropolis in the world, the acme of civilization, material proof, or so one is tempted to think, of mankind's ability to tame and control nature. Yet, right outside the city walls lies the Novigrad wilderness, and whoever sets foot in it soon finds out that man's primacy does not extend past the city walls. One of the monsters who made its lair in that thick tangle was an old, powerful Leshen. Was a young one. It killed any who strayed into its territory with its species' characteristic cruelty, lacerating them with razor-sharp claws, sending strangling plants shooting out of the ground, or feeding them to packs of hungry wolves. If not for its vulnerability to fire, the Igni sign included, and the protection of the Gwen sign, one could wager not even the toughest witcher will be able to slay the beast. Safe to say I agree on that one. So we've already got Dimeritium equipped, and we want Relict Oil. you the correct trail?
Ordinary ravens looks like. No sign of a totem.
Stop trying to fool me. Hey, wait a minute, this sounds a little bit more promising.
Not a Leshen's birds. False trail.
Of course it's the last one. Okay, yeah, it's got to be here. It's an open space. Oh, hello. That's you, alright.
Lo and behold, a Leshen's totem. Now, to destroy it. Ought to piss it off, make it leave its lair.
Where you at? The Lord of the Wood, eh? We'll see. Well, that wasn't creepy as fuck. Oh, you're a tough bugger. Come on. Not gonna rush with you. Couple of good hits. Son of a bitch. Oh, you do not like Whirl, do you? You're a smart bastard to get out of there. No, you don't. Christ, crap, that crow's attacking me, Jesus. Wolves. Son of a... I've nearly got it. That should do it. The Lord of the Wood is done. Get out of here, crows. Mutagen, a black unicorn, and a trophy. That's a standard Leshen trophy as well. Not got one of those. I got an ancient Leshen trophy, but not a normal one. Guess nature didn't like what I just did to that Leshen. As it suddenly turned sour on me. Right, back to Breen to give him the good news. Need her up here this time so she doesn't get in the way. Right, time to collect our, what was it? 285 crowns, I think? Excuse me.
Bloody hell!
Shut up. Killed him for you, Mr. Lumberjack. Tell him.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
I killed the Leshen that attacked the lumberjacks.
Oh, that's wonderful. Grand even. I'll have to find some new loggers, but there's no shortage of folk looking for work. But can I be certain no other Leshen will show?
It's possible, I suppose. I have to find a Witcher if it happens.
Aye, yes, yes. Well, your due reward. I'm not the kind not to pay for a job well done.
Farewell.
I hadn't be either. I earned that. Ooh, 200 experience, not bad. 280, so 5 crowns off. That was close enough. Nice little Leshen trophy. What you do for me, eh? Need to go and sell all this when I get back to Novigrad. Leshen trophy. 5% bonus experience from monsters. So there is my... Where is my other Leshen? That's Fiend, a Chimera, Cave Troll. Must have put my other Leshen one away. I don't think I would have though. Whatever. Okay, so like I said, we've still got some things to do in Novigrad. Kurt Desart's quest, a couple of other bits and bobs lying around. So I'm going to head back to Novigrad, and I will continue in the capital in the next episode. I'll see you there.